The Chinese softshell turtle is a species of turtle from the Trionychidae family. As with all softshell turtles, the carapace and plastron are covered by a leathery skin instead of plates, although the underlying skeleton still provides some protection. The back of the carapace ends in a soft, rounded skirt, and the plastron is very reduced. The neck and head are long, and its long, slender snout allows it to breathe while at the bottom of lakes or rivers. Did you know that dolphins hold hands? The contact of the pectoral fin is used as a form of tactile communication to establish friendships and social bonds among group members. You are probably thinking, what's so interesting about a whirlpool? The curious thing is that this is the surface of Mars. The video was captured by the NASA Curiosity rover on Mount Sharp. More than 2,400 artists created an animation from a simple composition. They had to follow several rules, such as having a window and a main character, always in the same place. The theme was Infinite Journeys. When you reach level 9,999 in soccer, the sound of a black hole is very peculiar and mystical. The sound that the pan makes when making takoyaki with butter leaves you speechless. Artists Heather Ackroyd and Dan Harvey create artworks with grass. After planting the seeds, they store the canvases in a dark room and project an image onto them. The areas that receive the most light become lush and green, while the parts that grow in the darkness become more yellowish and lighter in color. Incredibly, monster truck pilots can make a 5-ton truck do a somersault. This is the chair that mechanics dream of when they go to bed. The human hoist has a backrest, folding arms, and wheels to achieve an ergonomic position in all workshop tasks. It can be raised and lowered at will. This sphere is a scale map of our universe. Each of its 380,000 laser-engraved points represents a galaxy. To promote the Halo TV series on Paramount+, a huge 18-meter hologram of Master Chief was projected in various countries such as Canada, Mexico, Australia, and Brazil. Here you can see how they set up everything. Todd Robbins is the real-life Scorpion. This man is able to recreate the movements of the video game character with a kunai and a chain. Catching a ball at a height of 300 meters. These dolphins seem to be swimming, but in reality, they are asleep. Dolphins use unihemispheric sleep. This means that half of their brain rests while the other remains alert. This is one of the rarest insects on our planet, the trilobite beetle. It is a living fossil. Ben Thorpe captured the exact moment when his companion was dragged by a wave. Today, meteorologists use all kinds of tools and technology to inform us of the weather forecast. But did you know that some years ago they did it with chalk and a blackboard? The YouTube channel Dare I Ruin It, as its name suggests, is dedicated to ruining people's favorite songs. This time it combined the Imperial March from Star Wars with Katy Perry's California Girls. This is the most difficult Chinese sinogram in the world. It requires 56 strokes to write. The character Viank. The Viank Vian Mian is a type of traditional pasta from Guangzhou, handmade noodles mainly eaten in the central province of Shaanxi. Did you know that there are windows capable of walking and rotating on rails at 90 degrees? It is possible to play a violin with a prosthetic arm. Watch how Manami Ito does it. Code Blake creates these small punched booklets that, when flipped through, create small and satisfying animations. The vortices formed with incense smoke. If you ever hear this sound, seek shelter. The sound of electricity between the hand and hair predicts an electric shock. People who have had close encounters with lightning have reported these sounds. This Thai air instrument is called a kine. It makes very peculiar sounds. Akata Ayumi has one of the most flexible ears in the world. Not only can she stretch them, but she can also hold things with them like this selfie stick. Watch as the Mogu Mogu cats paint a cherry blossom tree with markers with treats on the tips. Hana did the trunk, and Maru and Miri did the foliage and flowers. A true work of art. This TikTok account accidentally filmed the mating dance of a male violet-crowned hummingbird. This beetle of the genus Chlamysis appears to be wearing a purple dress. These glasses show us how people with different vision problems see the world: macular degeneration, cataracts, glaucoma, diabetic retinopathy. African bullfrog fights are quite intense. This playground in Fukushima Prefecture is inspired by the Pokemon Chansey, a friendly and sweet character chosen to encourage the prefecture's reconstruction after the 2011 earthquake and tsunami. This is how carrots are harvested. It takes newborn elephants a few hours to learn to stand and walk. The curious thing is that learning to use their trunks to drink water can take up to a year. In the meantime, they try different techniques. Look at this picture. Now we will show you how they managed to achieve it. Impressive, isn't it? The attack of the plastic. This was the first vending machine in the world. It was created by Heron of Alexandria about 1,300 years ago. When a coin was inserted, it would strike a metal lever, the lever would rise, and the mechanism would release a small amount of holy water. Big cats also like boxes. This is how snails drink water. Much more aggressive than you thought, right? This is not a video recorded with a cell phone. It is a computer-generated animation. We are used to birds eating fish, but this is not always the case. This is a giant trevally, and occasionally they feed on birds. Zamboy makes these movements and punches look easy. His movements seem to be taken from a video game. This vehicle, called Z-Triton 2.0, is an amphibious tricycle camper that offers the freedom to travel on both land and water. This is what it looks like. Going from land to water is relatively simple. Once the wheels are folded, the inflatables are inflated, and a small electric motor with a propeller is lowered. 2 people can comfortably fit in its cabin. Fluorescent eye tension test is an examination in which a colored dye is used to detect the presence of lesions or foreign bodies in the eye. Once placed, the patient is asked to blink. This movement spreads the dye. Then a blue light is projected onto the eye. Any problem on the surface of the cornea will be stained by the dye and appear green under the blue light. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Also, let us know if there is anything you didn't know. I'll read you in the comments.